In Brisbane, house truckers Mackay and Sons are in the middle of a delicate operation. Turning one chunk of house into two.
There's a hammer in the dog box the other side if you're looking for one.
Foreman Shane Burgess is in charge of making the 3-bedroom home transportable.
It's all nearly ready to go. We just got to cut it in half. So, yeah, all the roof's down, everything out from under it. Yeah, a bit slippery. We've had a heap of rain lately, so, yeah, it just makes it a bit harder, though, with the wet.
Boss Robbie will be driving one of the house pieces, and he's worried about more than just the weather.
Trees that are hanging over the road, like this is a suburban street. It's not meant for a 9-metre section of house to go down.
Once past the trees, it's onto a narrow highway.
2 decent-sized sections, both 9 metres wide. It's difficult because of the size. It'll definitely be blocking the whole highway.
Add darkness to the mix.
In Brisbane City, we can only leave at midnight. Most of our shifts are done 12:05 a.m.
And Robbie's got a mountain to climb.
Yeah, it's going to be tight, it's going to be fun, but hopefully we don't lose too much time.
From Brisbane, the 2-truck convoy will race an oversized curfew in Toowoomba before pressing onto a farm near Condamine, where it's also been raining a lot.
But they get a heap of rain out there. Only place you go out there is down. Yeah, it gets wet, it's just like soup. Yeah, it just goes straight down through it.
After 4 hours of cutting, Shane has 2 9.5 metre wide sections. Now to pull them apart.
Drive the trucks forward, steer the trailers. The trailers are all steerable, so we'll just steer them out. So they'll come apart as we drive forward. Nice and steady.
It's a dangerous stage in the process.
Hold it. Watch out, bro.
Only a month ago, a similar procedure almost ended in tragedy.
Yeah, we had an incident the other week when we were moving a house in town as well.
A family-owned and operated business of more than 50 years today came so close to losing one of its own.
One of Robbie's workers was trapped, pinned between the trailer and the house.
The initial workers that were here definitely saved his life.
This was a freak accident that we've never had happen before. We're really up to date with our workplace health and safety, and we've got a good crew, well-experienced crew that have been doing it their whole life, and it's their quick thinking with our safety procedures which stopped it from being a major incident. He only got lacerations. There was no serious injuries, but it was a very big wake-up call.
Watch the front of that truck.
It is a reminder that it is a dangerous industry.
Put your trailer brakes on, truck off!
With a slippery work site.
Yeah, just pulling it forward.
And a crew on tenterhooks.
Keep it going this way, eh?
The pressure's on.
Yeah, not much room there. Got to try to get around all that rubbish over there, so get this one out down near the road, ready. So it's a lot to look at, a lot to keep an eye on. Go back here a bit. Yeah, it's just nice and steady.
In Brisbane, the Mackay house movers are about to launch 2 jumbo house halves into the night.
Well, we're ready to pull out whenever you boys are.
But first, the escort police need to inspect every inch of the load.
They're just double checking the permits. We've got measurements on the permit to make sure that we're within our width and length. Yep.
If it's wider than 9.5 metres,
Right down beside the trailer wheels.
or longer than 30 metres,
Right.
this move could end here. Finally, the small boxes are all ticked, and the big boxes ready to roll. For the home's former owners, it's an emotional moment.
Yeah, final goodbyes. We're doing a knockdown rebuild, so off it goes. Hopefully someone else can enjoy it now.
I'm sad. My sister's name is still on the doors.
But this grand farewell doesn't get far.
We just got a nail through the sidewall of the tyre. Just a little bit of timber. It was in the mud, so we didn't see it. So yeah, changed tyre.
Adding insult to injury, the truck's jack is missing.
Someone's taken the jack out of the truck, so we just got to grab another jack. Not a good start at all. Keep going.
Robbie up front and Shane at the back need to get some miles behind them. But this street isn't made for speed.
We got these trees and shit.
With the house 5 metres high, avoiding the trees is impossible. It's more a case of damage control. Out of the woods.
Always knew it was going to be tight coming out of there.
But from here, the obstacles just get harder. Now it's not timber, but steel and concrete to dodge.
Just want to make sure that back's clear in that handrail as well on the driver's side. Just pulling out onto the highway now. Jump in. Back's no high.
At over 9 metres wide, the house chews up 3 lanes.
Yeah, so the Centenary Highway, it's only 2 lanes. So yeah, we're taking up the whole road. Most of the way we'll be over the handrail, both shoulders, both lanes. Yeah, so it gets tight.
Ahead, a bottleneck in the road.
How much?
Yeah, he's pretty much running on that fence.
Robbie scrapes through. But behind, Shane is in trouble. Trapped between a block and a hard place.
Lift up this door a little bit!
A sign has snapped a water pipe off the house. And the high fence has snagged the building. The only way off is up with the trailer's hydraulics.
You're about 10 inches, mate, you're all good!
Finally, Shane's clear. But now on Robbie's truck, more mayhem.
That's a fucking tarp.
A tarpaulin protecting the house has come loose.
Yeah, I can just hear it hitting shit. Yeah, so we're just gonna get down to these 4 lanes here. We'll pull over and fix this tarp up.
It's yet another delay on a time-critical leg.
Yeah, just untie it. You want to pull it up and drop it onto that back veranda.
Robbie has just 3 hours to get past the town of Toowoomba. 100 kilometres ahead, or he'll miss an oversized curfew. And he still has a leaking tyre to fix.
Yeah, tyre's going down, so it's only a small hole, so we'll keep moving. The faster you go, the slower it'll go down. So, cool. All right, let's get out here. Jump in, wee-wee.
And now, roadworks that aren't supposed to be here.
They're all meant to be closed so we can get through.
Only one lane is open, but this house needs 3.
How long are they going to be? It's little delays like this that you don't really count on, which eats up the time, you know. So we're just at the bottom of the range. We're just letting the traffic pass us so they're not stuck behind us going all the way up. So we'll be going slow up there. And is that all of it, Dino?
Little one just come through now.
Let the fun begin. This is it. Just start to climb it now. It's not going to be a quick trip. This is pretty much our speed. It's a big pull for the truck. 20 k's the whole way up. Can't really go much faster. It's a massive load.
The climb's starting to bite. Robbie's fighting to keep the 20-ton load on the move.
You know, you miss a gear or something, you're pretty much stopping and crawling up the range in first. It's hard on the trucks. You don't want to be stop-starting on the hill. Got to keep the convoy rolling. We run out of time, we run into heaps of problems. Another headache I don't need.
With 20 tons on the back, his truck's at the limit.
You miss a gear or something, you're pretty much stopping. You don't want to be stop-starting on the hill. It's hard on the house if you start doing stuff like that. Just about at the top, mate. It's about the most we put them through, that's for sure. The next town is Toowoomba. Yeah, it's a big town and it's pretty tight through there.
With a population of more than 100,000, Toowoomba's big. And there's no bypass. Robbie has no choice but to head straight through the guts of the city.
There's a set of traffic lights there. We've got to get them laid down and we'll just go up over the top. Hey, we make sure the steels clear them. Yeah. Otherwise, we'd just run into them.
Keep it going! Whoa!
He may have got the green light, but there are hazards in all directions.
Power lines right. Hey, we got heaps on them wires and shit, eh? Live power going through them. You don't want to clip a power line, they're easy to tear down. That power line's right. Between cars, power poles, power lines and trees. It's pretty tight.
It's too much to keep track of for one set of eyes.
This is a perfect example why you have spotters.
Luckily, there's an escape route up ahead.
We got to do a detour. It's like a back street, basically. There's a no parking in this street because it's a wide load route. So there shouldn't be any cars here. There are.
What should be an empty road looks like a car park.
It's getting daylight real quick, so we definitely need to hurry up and sort this out.
Get jammed now, and Robbie will miss his curfew.
You just touch a car, it'll cause significant damage. cars parked on the side of the road makes the road 3 metres skinnier. Lift the whole thing, don't lean it so much. You just touch a car, it'll cause significant damage.
Robbie's down to a crawl. And with a curfew to beat, he's nearly out of time.
It gets down to centimetres.
With such tiny margins for error, Robbie's $500,000 hydraulic trailer is working overtime.
Lift my side up a touch.
Extending to a maximum height of 2 metres, Robbie can tilt and lift his load
My side up.
out of harm's way.
You're just crawling through and it's tight and you don't want to make a mistake. Bring it down. Everything has to be watched and we still got to keep moving.
They've beaten the cars
That's the last bit of running you got to do, wee-wee.
and the curfew.
Looks a bit puffed. It's just coming on to daylight. Pretty much every shift we do goes at midnight, so you know you get used to driving all night and watching the sun come up. We're through all the towns. We're probably about 100 k's out of Condamine.
With daybreak, another hazard becomes clear.
See a lot more, but there's a lot of water sitting around. It looks like they've had heaps of rain. We've got kilometres to go through paddocks. When it gets wet, you just go out of sight. So hopefully, the closer we get to Condamine, the more it dries out. But yeah, it's not looking real good.
But first things first. Before braving the mud of the farm, Robbie needs to work out where it is.
Where's the block from here, Bill? I can't fucking remember.
Have a look.
Before I get to town, eh?
Up in here.
Yeah. Oh, slow down, Shane. This is it here. I just drove past it, so pull up.
No U-turns here. Finally, they've arrived. A welcome sight for David and Sam.
What's on the truck over here? Very excited. Been living in a shearer's cottage for 2 years.
All that's left is to position the house on its new plot, located deep inside a wet paddock.
Track shit. We're going right, so you got to steer this out and keep it level.
Robbie tries to warn the rear truck about the treacherous conditions ahead
It's pretty soft, Shane, when you come round that bend.
and drives straight into trouble himself.
Just all dust, so it just bogs down instantly.
And with every escape attempt, he's sinking deeper.
It's just all dust, so it just bogs down instantly.
Robbie needs help. And his client, farmer David Keys, is coming to the rescue.
A bit of soft sand, I think. And last Thursday we had about 75 mil when the cyclone came down. When she gets wet, she just gets really boggy.
The tractor's dual 42-inch wheels have a massive surface area, stopping David from getting bogged too.
Right, that's not a bad tractor.
But getting Robbie out will test the machine's engine power.
315 horsepower this one. Hopefully it'll get it out.
It's a David versus Goliath tug of war.
Whatever you do, don't stop. Keep it up.
they've made it to the plot where the house will stand.
This will be our new house that we'll grow our family in.
So they're going to put it out here. They've got a little family going, so yeah, no, look good out there.